Thanks very much, George. And now with the audience, I'd like to go through something very carefully and make this statement at the outset. It is not our intention here to frighten anybody in the country, but there has clearly been something going on in the country this afternoon which we became aware of, which is not widely known at the moment, and yet I want to see if there are some connections being made here that we need to try to understand. You know that we are reporting that there are currently 10 individuals in custody who were picked up at Kennedy Airport and LaGuardia Airport this afternoon. There was an incident at Kennedy Airport at approximately 4:15 this afternoon when 4 men were detained trying to board a United Airlines flight to Los Angeles. They had open tickets to various destinations in the United States. They had multiple fake identifications. They had knives, and they had flight certificates from Flight Safety International in Vero Beach. The individuals had originally been booked on a flight to Los Angeles from New York on Tuesday morning. That flight did not take off because it was canceled right after the attacks on the World Trade Center. And following the detention of the 4 men at Kennedy Airport, a female was also detained who was acting, we are told by high sources in the government, in the state governments in New York State, was playing a supplementary role. Stay with me for a second. My apologies. And then between 7:30 and 8:15 this evening, 5 men were detained at LaGuardia Airport with the same MO, the same modus operandi as the incident at Kennedy Airport. They had flight licenses, they had fake IDs, and they had knives, etc. Now, the reason I raise this again, aside from the obvious reasons that it is news that nobody we are aware of in the government has denied at the moment, nobody has come to us and said we're not telling a story which is incorrect. But in something of the same time period, and this is what I want to try to pin down, Northwest Airlines has said it was not going to fly. John McWethy has reported to us from the Pentagon that the reserves are going to be called up. The Secret Service has expanded the perimeter at the White House at a certain point today, and it may be out of time frame here. This is exactly what I want to investigate. And Vice President Cheney today has gone from Washington to Camp David in Maryland. Let me bring in various correspondents here. First of all, Claire, first of all, John McWethy at the Pentagon. John, as you listen to